Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Hunter, and today I'm going to be giving you some pros and cons about sand boas, Kenyan sand boas. Cue the intro. Alright, so you're thinking about getting a Kenyan sand boa, but you're not really sure and kind of want to know a little bit more about them. I have a sand I have a sand boa myself. Her name is Spook, and I've only had her for, I think, since July. So I'm not like a pro at this, but this video is just based on my personal observations about sand boas. We're gonna jump right into the cons, so we end the video on a positive note. And to kick things off, I mean, you don't hardly see them. Like, Spook always hides in the sand. She's always in the sand. I mean, you'll see their face like pop up above the sand a lot of the time, but I've only seen Spook out slithering around. Probably I could count on one hand since July, and I think it's less than 4. I don't know. But yeah, you don't really see them, and to some people that might, I don't know, they might want to handle their pets, and they might want to see them more often as display animals. That's all up to you guys and what you guys have for personal preference for reptiles. Number 2, for the cons, Spook gets a little moody sometimes. Now, she hasn't actually like bit me, but she does something called false biting, where she doesn't actually open her mouth, she just tries to scare me. I mean, it works. Says it is, but I mean, they get a little feisty and snippy from time to time. Mostly it's around a day before, or a day, or the day of feeding or whatever. But I mean, you can tame them down. I've been working on taming Spook down a little bit. She likes the body rubs and stuff. So you kind of have to warm them up a little bit. You can't just grab them like you can a ball python. Number 3, they can be a little bit messy. Spook does not, like a leopard gecko, she does not poop in the same spot. Alright, just by like giving her water, I have to take her water dish out of the thing to give her water. So I see poop under there, and sometimes when I dig around to look for her, I see poop there. I mean, I clean it, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's scattered all over the sand and stuff. It's just a little bit more work compared to like a leopard gecko where you could spot clean it. Because Spook poops in the sand and pees in the sand and stuff like that, and sometimes it's a little bit of work, but it's really not that bad. Moving on to the pros, they have a pretty cool design. Spook is black and orange. Now they come in, I've only seen 4 different color schemes. I mean, you can get black and white, you can get brown and orange, you can get brown and white, and you can get black and orange. And obviously, like all reptiles, they're not going to look the same as when they start off as a hatchling all the way up to an adult. I mean, they're going to change, the colors are going to change, and I mean, the design for the Kenyan sand boa, it sticks and it stays kind of how it is, but the colors might change just a little bit, not drastically though. And going to number 2, the number 2 pro, they don't get really big. Now this can be a con also, but if you're a beginner getting into stuff like this, like Spook was my very first snake, and personally I love her. I think Kenyan sand boas are great, and she doesn't get that big though. As an adult, she'll only get probably, at most, I want to say like 3.5 to 4 feet. That's at most. 4 feet's pushing it though. 3.5 might be pushing it too. But if you're a beginner, maybe that's what you need. You need a smaller snake, so that way you can kind of get the feel before you invest in something like a ball python that can get up to 5-6 feet sometimes. And yeah, I mean, it's easy to handle and stuff like that. Number 3 for the pros, she's really easy to care for. I mean, literally all I do, brain fart. All I do is really, I turn the lamp on. She has an under tank heater, and the tank reaches to about 90 to 100 degrees some days, and that's perfect for her. I mean, the humidity she gets from the water just evaporating. I mean, Kenyan sand boas don't need a lot of humidity because they live in the sand. I mean, does that say anything about where they're from? And I mean, it's not rocket science to care for them. You just have to have a little patience taming them down and stuff. And they don't really make cool display animals, to be honest, because like I said, all they do is hide in the sand, so you don't really see them that much. But that's going to be a wrap for this video. If you like these kinds of videos, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Share with your friends too, if they're into reptiles and stuff. I'm new to this, so I'm not like crystal clear with my speaking. But I mean, yeah. Have a good day.